this program, viewer discretion is advised.
What is a Chronos? Yes, there's a show. Psychodorp 9, Gun Buddy, and Shockwave. The Mad Dr. Adega Outlaw. The Turtlest of Turtles, DJ Ronnie G. The Wrench of Wrenches, Chris Persia. Choose a Rolling. My favorite polar bear on YouTube, Sarda Mubas Cuba. Alina's Jester of Sin. Deborah Cohen and Mephisto's movie reviews. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass. The Wicked Wrench of the East Project Story Time. Grim, Grim, Grim. Whoa! Programs from Daryl the Derelict, Pacific 414, Apollo's Minion and the Puppers.
It's hump day. Yeah, it's hump day. Yes, it is. It is hump day. And you know what time it is. You know what day it is. You know exactly where we're going to go today. Good morning, everybody. Pat. It's Pat. Good morning, Pat. What's up, brother? Good morning. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Good morning. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. It is hump day. Let's get the camels rolling. That's right. What is up, everybody? Hopefully your week is going well. It is that time. It is time for YouTube talk here on Mornings of Mischief. What does that mean? Oh, that means everybody's gonna go crazy. You're going, what is Loki talking about? Good morning, Arwen. Good morning, everybody. Just your hump day, show back, it's hump day, choose a rollie, hump day, yeah. What is up, everybody? Holy crap. Is that the best Wars theme, Loki? Best Wars? Beast Wars? What is up? Good morning, good morning. Nakatomi. Yeah, Nakatomi Christmas parties. Man, don't you know those are the best Christmas parties? The very best Christmas parties are the Nakatomi Christmas parties. Deborah Cohen says, yeah, I'm worried about my teacher because he texted me and said he was out of surgery. They didn't send him home from the hospital. I'm going to text him, see if he made it home yet. Holy crap. I hope your teacher's okay. I hope your teacher's doing okay. I hope they got whatever, was wrong, what's going on. Sorry to hear that, Deborah. Holy crap. That's crazy. Justice da Paulina. What is up, Arlena? Good morning. Loki definitely survived Nakatomi Plaza. I survived the Nakatomi Christmas party. Yes. Heck yeah. What better way to have a Christmas party than at Nakatomi Plaza? Oh, Deborah said he broke his arm. Ugh. Ugh. No. No. They are a blast. They are a blast. Biggest, baddest blast of the year. So, man, I hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you're all doing okay. So I got an email. I mentioned this yesterday. Well, DM, email, whatever. Let me see if I can find it again, and I'll read it to you guys. Let's see here. Where is it? Maybe it's up here. I think I know where it is. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So, I don't want to make this all about me, but if you're going to talk about narcissistic people, I'm offended. I just want out of the podcasting game. But again, this isn't about me, Project Story Time. Huh. Okay. So, I won't throw out this person saying, they said, hey man, I know you don't know me. Actually, I do. Because I've seen you around. But I heard something disturbing. People have put a lot of heart and soul into building these channels and communities. It's my opinion that we should kick the snakes out. Having been duped before in the space, I feel pretty strong about it. Some things shouldn't stay behind the scenes, so people know who they are really supporting and who they are dealing with. Just my 2 cents. So do with it as you like. And there was a little bit more, but so here's the deal. People don't want to know. They don't want to know. They don't want to know when they're being duped. They will do everything possible to ignore it. And some people will do everything possible to not talk about it because they don't want it out there that they've let the cat out of the bag. Why, Loki? You've seen a lot of drama channels, right? And a lot of times, you'll get people that enjoy talking about all that stuff. But usually they don't talk about like, oh, well, this YouTuber over here, they don't know that YouTuber. Or this person over here that's on Rumble. Or blah, 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 blah. Most of their audience doesn't really have a connection with the person they're talking about. And when they do, we get this whole like EVS, Yellow Flash, Comicsgate crap that goes back and forth, and people are picking this and picking that and doing all this stupid shit. People don't want to know. They want to remain oblivious. A lot of people don't want to get pulled into other people's drama and bullshit. A lot of what you'll see is people, you know what, just let them act that way. Let them act that way. Let them throw their fit. Let them be the person they're being. Show everybody exactly who they're going to be. You will see sometimes people just can't take bullshit anymore. Or they don't want to remain oblivious to it. And they'll finally come out and say something. They'll finally come out and be like, you know what, blah, 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 blah. And then there's this right here. People don't want to be fake for some reason. Some people do. Because they're afraid if you see them for who they are, then you'll know. It doesn't have to do with a name. It doesn't have to do with an avatar. It doesn't have to do with anything about that. They could use their real name. They could sit there and put up photos. They can do whatever they want to. They don't want you to see the person behind that. I love it when someone who sits behind an avatar talks about dragging people out into the light. I love it. I absolutely love it when the high and mighty bullshit starts. And it's, I'm right and everybody else is wrong. Even when the truth has been dragged, kicking and screaming, out into the light, they will find ways to make excuses. They will find ways to say, my actions are perfectly 100% okay, while everybody else's are wrong. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Andy. How are you doing, bud? Asbestos! What is up, brother? Good morning. What is up? So what do? Be yourself. Be you. You don't have to be fake. You don't have to stop a stream every 5 minutes to assert your importance. Just be you. If people have a problem with that, that's their problem. It's not your problem, it's their problem. If you want to hide behind somebody, you have no one to blame but yourself. What's funny is when you're in this space and you see this shit going on and you see someone going after somebody for something, that's exactly what they're doing. That's what's funny. That's when you start getting a kick out of it. Let them sink themselves. That's the thing. They don't need any help. You don't gotta push them to the edge. Just let them sink themselves. They will. It's going to happen. Sooner or later, they will do it to themselves. They will throw such a fit. They will have such a spaz attack. They will go on and on and on, and they don't even need your help. They can just do it on their own over and over and over and over again. While you sit back, drink your Snickers coffee, and watch the fireworks in the house burn down. That's it. And you go about your day. What is spazzing out? Generally acting like a complete nutter while ticking and twitching and doing all the things that they do because they can't stand anyone saying anything that goes against their narrative. We talked about narrative yesterday, and that was a big thing. The narrative for these people is everything. They have to maintain their narrative. Anything that goes against their narrative, they want gone. They want it gone. They want it erased. They want it removed from existence. And they will do anything, say anything, and threaten anything. They will try and get people behind them to encourage them to go out and do the dirty work for them, because that's what they do. That's how they operate. In the court of public opinion, nothing is more vile than shame. Because that's all they have. They don't have anything else. They don't have any facts to back them up. All they can do is point their finger and What's hilarious is when you've been in this space this long and you've heard people talk about this stuff and you've seen people do this to other people in real life, and you're like, we're not taking this shit. We're not dealing with this shit. And then that's exactly what happens. Why? Because their argument can't stand on its own. They can't say their piece and move on. They can't live with it burdening them. Darth Arlena, I don't do drama. Left that shit in high school. That's why I have a small group of close friends. Keeps the drama out. I can spaz. We know you can spaz, Kronos. It's all right. Move more like a nerd at heart. People are okay with it until it happens to someone they like. I notice who does it and I don't forget. Miss Martin muses. You can forgive. You can forgive people for the dumbass shit they do. But don't forget the dumbass shit they do. That's a big thing. You can forgive. It's within all of us to forgive. But I'm not going to forget. And doors that were open don't get opened again for people that act like that. Part of what I put up last night, narcissists love to hear their own voice. Narcissists love to look at themselves in the mirror. Narcissists think they are perfect in every way. Egomaniacs have to float that ego. They have to float it like a boat going down the river. And they don't want anything to rock that boat or tip that boat. Sociopaths. No, they know something's wrong. Something's wrong up here. They don't care. They will make you look like a fool. They will lie. They will cheat. They will steal. The article that I was looking at the other day about things you need to understand about being a sociopath. This woman went on and on and on about how she knew she was different than everybody else. She knew she was different. And she'd nab things from people when she was growing up. She'd steal. She'd take things. She didn't understand why it was wrong, but she knew she had to do it. And then she got caught. She got caught and her mom flipped out. What the hell? You have all this stuff that doesn't belong to you. You're going to give every single thing back. And the girl got excited about it. She got excited about it because that means that the box she kept all this shit in was going to be empty and she was going to get to fill it again. And she was going to get to put on a show of remorse for her mother and for the people she was returning it to. It was all a big game. And at the end of the article, she said, what you need to understand is I'm the normal one. Y'all are the screwed up ones. Claude Parrish, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Sociopath. That's the word I was looking for. Certain person blocked one of my ex accounts, not the other, though. These people can't stop. They never can. They never can. It's not something within their wheelhouse to stop. Good to see you, Claude. It's not in their wheelhouse. Project Storytime Beloki, I am perfect. My book proves it. I didn't know you had a book. I'm calling the cops. People will threaten. They will scream. They will shout. They will do everything they can to control their narrative. Because that's the way they have to be. They have to control that narrative. they have to get what they want. They have to push and push and push and cry and cry and re over and over and over again. It'll never stop. It'll never stop. You can take yourself out of the situation and go, you know what? Go forth and do whatever. And they still will go on and on and on about themselves, about how they have been wronged, about how they have been hurt badly. Long after you just washed your hands of them. Why? Because they can't. In their sad little existence, they have to get what they want. Their demands must be met. They can't just step away from the issue that they themselves caused. Because then, by God, then, they've admitted that maybe, just maybe, they were wrong in the first place. Phil TMNT, pineapple is a sin on pizza. So is ketchup. Good morning, Phil. Hope you're doing well, brother. Eat all the ketchup you want. Holy crap. Showback is the turtle with questionable taste if he digs pineapple on pizza. I don't like pineapple on pizza, but I don't like ketchup either on pizza. Ketchup is just tomato sauce, though. No, it's not. We do not negotiate with tourists. I think the problem is more of they can't find it up here to go, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I oopsied. Maybe doing this was wrong. I've seen all kinds of crazy things. I've seen people sit by that's like, you're a brother, you're a pal, you're a friend, you're a blah, 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 and watch people go after their families in this space. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I've seen people doxxed. When they call it dragging them out into the light of day. Doxxed, threatened, swatted, you name it. I've seen it. How much shit do you put up with? How much shit can you put up with? To be in the space, you have to have a thick skin. Otherwise, every other day is going to be a re-day. I know you've heard that before from countless YouTubers, from countless content creators. I know you have. Thick skin. You've got to have a thick skin. There's a difference between a thick skin and someone threatening you, threatening your family. What's amazing is when you see someone go after someone's family and people are sitting back like seals. Do you really know what you're clapping about? When someone goes after someone's family? Me and my monkey has just become a warrior of Midgard. Thank you so very much, me and my monkey. You guys keep the fires burning bright, and welcome to the Viking Horde. This one is just for you. Sending out the Rohirrim this morning. Skull! Arwen Avalon, here's the big thing. some of this shit is scary. I won't lie. It messes with the trust factor because you never really know when or how someone will freak out on you. You never know who out there is going to be a complete batshit wacko that's going to go after your family or try and dox you or act like you violated something. You have no idea. It goes beyond your channel. This is the space we inhabit. This is the space we inhabit. This is what some people do. And it sucks. I'm just going to tell you. It sucks. And people don't want to know about it. People do not want to know about it. They just want to carry on, watch your content, and be entertained. YouTube Talk pushes the boundary of what most people will listen to. Why? Because there are no names. No one's coming out and pointing a finger. No one's shaming anybody. No one's dragging anybody through the mud. We're just talking. And what is hilarious is when you don't say any names and someone absolutely positively freaks out and lets everybody know you were talking about them, whether you were or not. I spent most of my life putting up with all kinds of shit. I finally realized that I didn't have to, so I don't. I walk away from it. Whoops, made this about me. Narcissist. Adega Outlaw. What's up, brother? Guys, if you haven't, check out Adega's book, Evolution. The Evolution series is the top of the line sci-fi written by a top of the line science fiction writer. He's got other books too. He's got books on Amazon. Check them out. Absolutely wonderful. I love the Evolution series. I will talk about that till the day I die. So let me tell you a story real quick. Adega used to guest over on this guy's channel. This was years ago. So I doubt anybody's going to remember this. Adega used to guest on this guy's channel. And one day, this guy dropped him. He just dropped him out of the blue. Adega didn't do anything wrong. There was no like fight or misstep or anything. The guy simply said, "You don't really do anything for my channel. So I'm going to do something else on the days where you come on." And the second I found this out, I was like, dude, let's do a night show. We can do a night show. I don't have that many people, but let's do a night show. And that's how 7 Kinds of Mischief started, was because of that. It was about numbers. It was about money. It didn't matter why. It just mattered what it was about. They didn't do enough for their channel, so they let him go. And ever since then, I've been honored to host Adega, get a chance to hang out with Adega, and do this thing we do Thursdays, hanging out together. Used to not always be on Thursdays, but still. Chris Persia, what is up, brother? Gifted 5 Loki's Warnings of Mischief memberships. Holy crap. Andy Masterson was just gifted a membership. Grim was gifted a membership. Pop Goes the Weasel and the Weasel Go Pop was gifted a membership. Kronos, what is a Kronos? Was gifted a membership. And Forget You was gifted a membership. What is up? Forget You. What a hell of a name, brother. What a hell of a name. Thank you so very much, Chris Persia, for those 5 Loki's Mornings and memberships. Welcome, everyone, to the Viking Horde. Skull! Were you raised in the 80s and the 90s? Congratulations. You have thick skin and will survive a zombie apocalypse. Not always. Not always, unfortunately. We do have some rears. And those rears are pretty much like responsible for all the reeing that goes on today. So, you are entitled to this. You are not entitled to shit. You are never responsible for your own actions. Ugh. Hey, you know what? You get this big ass trophy even though you put forth 0 effort. Ugh. Keep your circle small or none at all is what I'm learning. You don't have to keep your circle small. You have to learn who you can trust and who you can't. You just got to learn who you can trust and who you can't, which is what that message was about the other day. Was you need to drag all this shit out in the light. Talk about it enough on YouTube Talk on Wednesdays. Sometimes we talk about it on Thirsty Thursdays. It all depends on what's going on. Sometimes you get a double dose. Sometimes you just get 1 dose. Oftentimes when the double dose happens, there's a reason why. Because someone's out there acting a fool. Whether they realize it or not. Whether they want to admit it or not. You are welcome, bro. It is the least I can do. But does Loki really care about Adega? Does Loki really care about Adega? Years ago, before me and my wife got married, we drove up to where Adega was living and hung out for a couple of days because I didn't know if we were ever going to meet him because of what's been going on. So we took that opportunity to do that. And it's one of the best things I've done. Just getting to go and hang out with the Dega Outlaw. There's a picture floating around the internet somewhere with me with like the Loki mask, but it's like the wooden mask from the movie The Mask. Because nobody had seen my face. Thank you so very much, Miss Martin Muses, for the beautiful rose this morning. Let me see what I can do. Hold on. At Miss Martin Muses. How about a bouquet? How about that? I'll throw you a bouquet this morning. Thank you very much for that 99-cent super sticker of the rose. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do when the BS and the horse crap happens? You either deal with it, or you ignore it. One of the two things. What's up, the little penguin sheriff punk waddle? Is Snacks here too? Did I miss Snacks? Holy crap. The little green goblin Snacks is here? I didn't see him. See, maybe I'm blind. Good Lord. Maybe I'm blind. If you're here, Snacks, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Nick from over at Echo Base Network asks, Loki, you guys making an ICC this October in Nashville? No, we are not. I am so very sorry. We will not be in ICC Con this October. That is right at the same time that Valhalla Con is going on and the meetup in San Antonio is going on. So it's like everything is stacked. And all that is right there. I don't know. Maybe next year we can fly in. I just got to know where we're going. So as soon as next year, as soon as they find out like where they're going to have it, what they're going to do, if they're going to have it back at that same hotel, let me know. And we'll start looking at plane tickets. Because I'm not doing that drive again. We'll fly. Loki, that means you can't buy a whole bunch of shit. Exactly. Exactly. Because I came back with a carload of stuff last time. All Star Trek stuff, too. Lord help me. Lord help me. Pat, San Antonio. The poor man's Austin. Well, they're having a comic book convention in San Antonio in October. So, and I really want to meet Gina. So, hang out with my boys, have a good time. Ah, there he is, the little green goblin. Snacks, I'm listening in and working out. Good morning, Loki. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Oh, yeah. So, gyms are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for me. So, the snack pack will be there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I cannot wait. I cannot wait, guys. Also, Austin doesn't have the Riverwalk. That is true. Or the Alamo. Man, Riverwalk. Okay, so there's a hotel on the Riverwalk called the Drury Plaza. And the elevator goes right down, and you just walk out this hallway, and boom, you're on the Riverwalk. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love staying there because it's just hidden away. You wouldn't even know it's there. You just walk right by it and have no idea that, oh, that's the exit to the Drury. DJ Ronnie G says, I'll finally get to meet Gator and Punkwaddle. Meetups can be so great. They can also be absolutely crazy. So. K. Roberts says, narcissists are a bother, but what matters for the next 48 hours is pyromaniacs. I will be getting my pyromaniacy on tomorrow. So, even if I have to hobble my ass out there on one foot, that is exactly what I'm going to do. So, Shockwave says, I remember hitting the Riverwalk during Town Pass at Basic. Dad was surprised as when he was there in the 60s, it was off limits. Now it's like a main attraction. K. Roberts knows what's up. Black Cat, Saturn rockets, fountains. For those crazy enough to launch them, artillery shells. Lots and lots and lots of artillery shells. Correction, I don't even know if Punk will be there, but I can hope. I hope so too. I hope he's there. I hope to meet him. I hope to meet him. I hope to meet all of them. So, Cotton for life. Carlos Fish, what's up, brother? He says, I couldn't find anything worth collecting up at ICCC. They had a bunch. Okay, so there was a guy who had a bunch of Star Trek ships. A bunch of, and in the box with the stands, Playmate Star Trek ships. And I bought the hell out of that. Got Deep Space Nine, got the Enterprise D, Enterprise B, Enterprise A. What else did I get? Bird of Prey. So I had like a whole, huge stack of boxes in the back of the car of those Star Trek ships. And I got a really good deal on them too. The bridge, the Enterprise D bridge, the Playmates bridge, with the functioning view screen and all that, completely intact, still wrapped in the plastic. All they'd done is go in there and take out the batteries. So eventually I got the engineering section from a really close friend of mine who may still be in chat this morning. I don't know. But he found it at his local store and was like, Loki, send me, $50 and I'll send this to you. Okay. And they were already opened, Kronos. Whoever had them had opened them and taken the batteries out so the batteries didn't corrode. Because once that's all screwed up, they don't work anymore. So, the bridge is the only thing I haven't opened yet. But it's all in there and it's all wrapped in the plastic. It's fun stuff. Poor Eris. Holy crap. Arlena was there. And we had a great time. No one was running around making it about them. No one was acting a fool. No one was sulking in a corner, not speaking to anybody else. No one was attacking anybody else, unless you were trying to go after Mexican Iron Man with a lightsaber. What's up, Anima? Good to see you guys. If you haven't, check out Pop Culture Minefield with Jagiri and Anima and Keith. Absolutely wonderful team over there at Pop Culture Minefield. They all do great work. They know what they're talking about and they have a lot of fun. That's the thing, man. You want to have fun, right? Why do you want to deal with someone that has their head up their ass if you're in this space? Oh, but Loki, they might know what they're talking about, but they have their head up their ass. But Loki, they might know this, but they have their head up their ass. If they have their head up their ass and they're constantly making it about them, like constantly interrupting during a stream. Oh, excuse me, I have to point this out. Oh my God. What's the point? Are you having fun? Is that fun? No. A team that works together and has a good time has a good channel. That is why Fridays are so good. I love getting to hang out with Arwen and Dave Bob on Fridays. Don't get me wrong, hanging out with Zero on Monday is great. Hanging out with Mike on Tuesdays is an absolute blast. But a good team that knows how to work together, that doesn't talk over each other, that just has a good time, I'll take that over any of that other crap any day. Because you're having a good time. It's not all about this and that. For the people that don't understand that, that's on them. Let them remain oblivious to the fact that you can get on here, you can have a good time. I watched somebody go after a parent for how they let their kid dress up for Halloween. And it wasn't anything bad. It wasn't anything bad. It wasn't anything horrible. And I remember the guy who ran that stream going, Loki, I just can't take this shit anymore. I just can't. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of the BS. I said, do what you got to do, bro. Do what you got to do. It's totally up to you. Hanging out with the Misfits puppets is still more fun than most other places. Right there. Right there. Why? Because 99% of the time, no one's taking the shit so seriously that they're like really screaming at each other, yelling at each other, cussing each other out, or pulling any bullshit. You know, that's one of the things that I'm like, oh, how many of you out there, week in, week out, would put up with someone that you just can't deal with on a weekly, much less a daily basis, because you want to be nice? And a lot of people would just be like, just get rid of them. Stop having them on. Just don't bring them on anymore. They're so damn nice, they don't want to say anything. I find the extremes twofold. Either someone's got their head so far up their ass they can't see daylight, or they're bending over to try and make everybody happy to the point where they're not happy. To go to a good friend, Culture Casino, these are my friends. To find a balance with all that. Culture knows how to find a balance. It's one of the things I love about culture. I have seen culture get angry. And not a lot of people have seen culture get angry. I've seen culture get angry. Everyone has a limit. Do not push people past their damn limit. It's that simple. Do not push them past their limit, because then they're going to say something. And a lot of people, they don't want them to say anything, especially like this in a social space, because then they get their ass all hurt. And then they want you to go back and they want you to delete it. And they're like, hey, man, but I didn't do anything. A lot of times, if someone goes off on your ass, there is a reason. Maybe don't do that same stupid ass reason. Maybe don't pull that same stupid ass shit. Snowed Up with $2 super chat says, Scold and tuck and roll. Old Gamer 72 Cutlass, Loki, your journey down memory lane with Zero was very awesome. I love stories of how and when. We had a lot of fun. We still do. But you can't go back and recreate that. You have to make something new. When I convinced Zero to come on the first Monday, he had no idea I was going to be like, you should come back next week. And then come back next week. To the point that he really enjoyed it. He was having fun again. Just like we used to. Just in a different way. I love shit like that. I love sharing that. I feel like we need to get the cotton on with the back tube for a mega awesome stream. Talk to Snowdub and Punkwaddle and them. Arlena, you and Daryl kick some ass and take some names. This lady right here is like off her proverbial rocker in a fun way. Not in a bad way, in a fun way. The glitter, the rainbow unicorns, and the puppets will fly with something like that. But talk to them. Hey, do you wanna collaborate on something? And do it. Nobody's stopping you. Have some fun. If you can't have fun in this space, what are you doing here? Who goes after somebody for talking about fun? Who goes after somebody for talking about their kid having fun? Who does that? Someone that's up their own ass with their head so far up their own ass they can't see daylight. Go out and have fun. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anything stop you. Go out, have fun, kick some butt, take some names, take no prisoners. Why? How many opportunities do we have to go out and have fun like that? How many opportunities do we have to get together with the people that make us laugh, the people we enjoy hanging out with, and to go do something? Stop thinking about doing something and go and do it. Have fun. That's what separates. The people that are in this to sell you something, don't ever think like that. They don't ever think like that. And they will sit there and point their fingers and talk shit about the people that do, because you guys have something they don't. You have fun and you have a good time. They can only dream about having fun and having a good time. It has to be artificially manufactured for them. It doesn't come naturally. This place isn't about being a platform for you to sell something or any bullshit like that. Broadcast yourself, right? That was the slogan. Broadcast yourself and have a hell of a fun time doing it while you're at it. For the rears, for the people that can't stop, for the people that have to tweet about it every day, that have to throw themselves under the bus. He has to have like braids. If you're gonna do that, Andy, he's got to have like braids, like 2 braids coming down the side of his face. Maybe his beard, split and in a braid. Maybe that'll work. Yes, hold on to that feeling. Hold on to that feeling. Don't stop believing. You know what's funny? Someone said the other day, Loki, do you really like blah, 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 and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada? Let me show you something. Let's see. Don't stop believing. Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yes, that is what you think it is. Why would I have that? Why would I have that on my record player? Because I was just listening to it just the other day. I was getting ready. While I was getting the house ready. And that goes through like the whole house. So you can hear it no matter where you're at. Because there's a big ass speaker behind it. I knew Arwen would get a kick out of that. Is Loki showing off? Not really. Not really. I don't even know where the... Actually, I do. I do know where it is. Yeah. I should have just picked that out. I didn't even have to pick the damn record out. Still one of your greatest openings ever, Loki. Well, thank you. I enjoy doing stuff like that. It's fun. I like to have fun. I like to have fun. Do you like to have fun? Are we having fun or what? Right? Feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook. Showback. So have fun. Enjoy yourself. Why else are you here? You know what? One of the reasons why, another reason why, people don't like to put up with any of this bullshit, and they don't want to deal with it because they want to have fun. They want to enjoy themselves. They want to have a good time. I've not learned anything today except that Loki is still to blame for not making me a big time YouTuber with lots of subs. Thus, I will start doing new show Loki Cast. I don't know what you mean Loki Cast. What's Loki Cast? Mike, explain. What is Loki Cast? Oh, Flashcast. Gotcha. Hashtag blame Loki because reasons. If you can't take the piss out of the people that are trying to run you into the ground, what can you do? I've been blamed for a lot of crap over the years. They can keep blaming me. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. By all means, blame me. Throw rocks at me. You're throwing rocks in your own glass house. So go ahead. Keep going. Throw all the rocks you want to. Doesn't matter. And I love you too, Mikey. Loki Cast will expose Loki for not making me a big time YouTuber and sabotaging me. I can make Mexican Iron Man a big time YouTuber. It says so on the box. Yes, it does. If anybody hasn't seen that, go check out Andy Masterson's work. Oh, Mike, I got the shirt. Absolutely badass. Thank you, bro. Thank you so very much. I absolutely love it, dude. I'm going to wear the shit out of that at Valhalla Con this year. Holy crap. Thank you, bro. The dude, that is so badass. Thank you. I was going to tell you that yesterday, but you had your hands full dealing with all the BS. So, nah, hashtag blame Kurt. Yeah, hell yeah, hashtag blame Kurt. Hell yeah, hashtag blame Kurt. It's always Kurt's fault. It's always Kurt's fault. What does this shirt look like? I'm going to be doing a short. I got it recorded. I just got to upload it. It's got Valhalla on the back. It's got Valhalla stuff on the back. It's really cool. So, and when I saw it, I was like, holy crap, that is badass. So, Mexican Iron Man is not a YouTuber the same way Auburn is not good at playing football. Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Keely Chow. Roll Tide, brother. Choose a Rolly. Loki. Can I draw you as a magical girl? You can draw me however you want to draw me. You can draw me however you want to draw me. By all means, draw it up, and share. Share. I will be honored. However you want to draw me, by all means, draw me. Hashtag Kurt saves. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's the last thing I need. Blame Kurt is much better. It's always my fault. Asgard falls, Loki did it. Frost trolls took over the world, Loki did it. Crazy person goes after someone's family, hashtag blame Loki. Just the way it works. Draw Loki like one of your French women. Ho ho ho. Ho ho. Draw me like one of your French. Ho ho ho. Hee hee. Which Kurt? Original Kurt or Kurt with a yurt? I don't know about all that. Kurt saves 20% at Costco. We're not doing that. We're not doing Costco. What's the other one? Whatever the other one is, we'll do that one. Guys, we're getting out of here. I'm pretty sure we got Machini coming up next. We better, I swear, if he didn't set it up this time, I'm going to be pissed. No, he is live. Okay. Cat on the Subway is what his live stream is called. And he just started it. So we're going to send you guys over there. Customize. All you hate watchers, go give my buddy Machini a view while you're still here. So yeah, because he deserves it. So go check him out. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak, rent, enter. We'll catch you guys later. Oh, go check out Bat Game Place. Go check out Bat Game Place with Culture and Jonas. So many wonderful people over there kicking butt, taking names. Check them out. Later. Bye. If I can find the button. Holy crap.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.